BCC.
Batavia's best music.
Now, commercial free all day on 90.7 FM in even more places with the TuneIn Radio app.
Listen on TuneIn Radio.
90.7 FM. The music.
Motorsports 360 is back in your life, wherever you may be and however you may be listening to us. Live from Jenison Community College in Batavia, New York. Or it's TuneIn 90.7 FM and on YouTube. What's up, everyone? Marty here. Hope you're having a great day today. I know I am as well. It's August 15th, 2017. Good weekend in Michigan. I gotta tell you, it was a lot of fun to watch. But yeah, let's meet your panelists for today. First off, we have Michael Kelly.
Present.
Holy cow, he is quiet. Now I can barely hear you guys. There's something going on with my microphone or something. There's got to be like some gain thing. Let me switch over to my other headphones. All right, so say something.
Hi.
Oh my goodness, you're very quiet. It's got to be this. Let me look at the gain on.
Wait, what about now?
It's not you. It's I'm pretty sure if I'm correct, it's the Adobe. Let me I have an idea though.
It's the Buffalo Internet.
No, it's Batavia Internet. It's not Buffalo.
It's Buffalo.
Oh boy.
All right, but I do have an idea. Luckily, I'm gonna try and connect on Hangouts, and then I'll plug you guys in via my phone and see if that remedies the issue. Because I sent you guys the link via email. So let's see here. While we play the waiting game, let's just do the Jeopardy theme song. Do 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 do.
Oh
do,
boy.
Do, 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 and it goes to Safari crud. It's and it doesn't load up. What the heck? What if I copy and paste in Hangouts? Let's see if that works. Fingers crossed. I don't think it will. I don't think it will though. Let's just check.
Welcome to a new episode of What Michael Says, episode 3.
Oh, darn. I can't find it. Crud. Well, try saying something, Cody.
Okay. Hello, YouTube Radio World. How's it going today? I know that was not the first thing I said.
Oh, my goodness.
Hello.
I mean, I know my YouTube people can hear them, but my radio people cannot hear YouTube. That's the problem.
Can you hear me now?
Well, I can hear you. I can hear you fine because I'm using the backup headphones. But I don't think anyone. Let me text my mom. Whoops. Let me ask my mom because she's listening to the show and see what's going on here. Let's see here. Can you hear my friends? See if she responds to that. And she probably.
Friends. Oh.
Guess we're having some technical difficulties here, people. Unfortunately.
I'm looking. I'm trying to figure out what is going on here because it was working fine last week, but now it's not. I don't know what it is. Let me get back onto the other headphones. You two say something again.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, you guys are very quiet. Let me turn up my gain. Now try.
Something.
Hello.
All right, one more time.
Something.
Oh my goodness, what is going on here? It's got to be something on
I'm talking into my mic, so I don't know. I guess it is on your side.
Let me look under your guys' control room, turn you guys up again. Since you guys are very faint, let me. Whoa. No, I don't want that like that. I want it like that. Turn up Cody, turn up Michael, say something.
Hi.
You sound better, but it does not remedy the issue.
Well, this is...
All right. If I can figure out what's going on, I'll try and get a backup set up here. Maybe I can get you guys on my other computer. And then if you see two of me, don't be alarmed by it.
Marty gave birth.
Yeah.
Anyway, while I'm waiting, I'm just going to get onto the show because we don't need you guys just yet at the moment.
Oh, darn it, and I just fucked up the stinking thing.
It's so weird how I I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is.
Hey, for all you football fans,
We got it. We fixed it. We fixed it.
Never mind.
Yay!
I know what the problem was because I had my backup headphones and I'd unplug them. I thought if you keep doing, then you'd be fine. So
We now-
now to your radio. Let's say hi to the people. Now say hi to the people on the radio. We got Michael Kelly.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled program.
Yeah.
And then we got Cody Smart.
Hello, YouTube Radio World. How's it going today? Yes, we are able to fix the technical issue we have here. And pretty much wraps up episode 3 of What Michael Says.
Huh?
All right. Now because of that, finally got that fixed. I know I have 2 headphones around me, but it's because I'm tangled up here. What if I do this? Anyway, you know what? I don't care. Let's just get on to the show. So let's talk about the Cup race at Michigan. It was a good race overall. We had 5 cautions in the race. 2 of them were for the stage conclusion. So stage 1, your top 10 in that was Brad Keselowski, followed by Kevin Harvick, Chase Elliott, Martin Truex Jr., Eric Jones, Joey Logano, Matt Kenseth, Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, and Denny Hamlin. Then stage 2, Martin Truex Jr. won it, MTJ, as Clang Hughes says. Brad Keselowski 2nd, Kevin Harvick 3rd, Eric Jones 4th, Daniel Suarez 5th, Ryan Blaney 6th, Jamie McMurray 7th, Kyle Larson 8th, Kyle Busch 9th, and Denny Hamlin is 10th. I almost said Carl Edwards there, people. I think it's because I was wearing my Edwards shirt yesterday. Anyway, and then it got wild from there on out. Lap 140 in an accident happened involving Casey Kane and Daniel Suarez. They would be done for the day. Then lap 187, debris was on the backstretch. That led to a restart on lap 190 with a few laps to go. But then with 4 to go, Michael McDowell and Paul Menard get together in turn 2. There was a red flag for 5 minutes and 39 seconds because of a lot of fluid on the track. Fluid, not food. And at the end of the day, on a daredevil restart move, Kyle Larson, who restarted in, I believe, the 4th position, took home the win out of nowhere. And Truex comes home in 2nd. Eric Jones 3rd. Ryan Newman 4th. Trevor Bayne 5th. Chris Buescher 6th. How about Chris Buescher, 6th position? I can't believe that. Round of applause to them.
And only if they didn't pit and it was raining.
Yeah. All right, hang on a second. Let me turn you guys back down once again since we now have the problem fixed. There we go. All right. Austin Dillon 7th, Chase Elliott 8th, Jamie McMurray 9th, and Kyle Busch rounds out the top 10. And by the way, Larson sweeps the 2-mile tracks this season. So congrats to him on that. All right, now we move on to the Xfinity Series race at Mid-Ohio, a wild race overall. Lap 17, Matthew Bell, the 90 car, in turn 1, I believe he locks the brakes and gets in the tire barrier. He goes, half of his car goes over the tire barrier, would lead to a red flag for 13 minutes and 31 seconds. Luckily, he would be okay. Then stage 1 concluded. Your top 10 for that, Blake Cook took home stage 1, followed by Brennan Poole, Brendan Gaughan, Ryan Reed, Ross Chastain, Jeremy Clements, Ryan Sieg, Daniel Hemrick, Sam Hornish Jr., and I believe Jeff Green in the 8th. No, it can't be Jeff Green, no. Who was in the 8th this weekend? I didn't know. Josh Bilicki. All right.
You want to take your face down a little bit? We can only see your eyes.
Oh. Yeah, sure. How's that?
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
That's better.
All righty. Then we get to the stage. Then stage 2 concludes. Your top 10 for that was Hornish, followed by Hemrick, J.D. Davidson, Justin Allgaier, Andy Lally, Tyler Reddick, I believe. We have Tyler Reddick. And then let me find who's in the 18. I believe that was Regan Smith. I forgot who was in the 18 this weekend. Who else was it? I believe Ben Kennedy in the 2, if I'm correct. I don't know. I didn't watch this Xfinity Series race at all. Yeah, Ben Kennedy's in the 2. Then Poole, and then Cook. And then it got wild from there. Lap 49 on the restart, the 78 of Stephen Young was stopped in turn 2 or during the caution out. And then lap 53, an five-car accident in turn 5 involving Smith, Cook, Reed, Clement, and Spencer Gallagher. Done for the day would be Gallagher, Custer, Clements in 36th and 37th, as well as Ryan Reed as well. And kind of Sheldon Creed as well. Then we get to another wreck, this one involving Ryan Reed, Tyler Reddick, and Regan Smith. Lap 66, the 98 of Casey Mears was stopped on the track. Lap 69, a big accident leading to a red flag for 11 minutes. Involved, all right, get your notepad out because it's got a lot of drivers involved. Dylan Lupton in the 24. David Starr, I believe, in the 99. Yep. JJ Yaley in the 14. Justin Allgaier in the 7. Ben Kennedy in the 2. Josh Bilicki in the 8. Regan Smith in the 18. William Byron in the 9. Ryan Sieg in the 39. And Garrett Smithley in the 0. At the end of the day, the race winner was Sam Hornish Jr. Daniel Hemrick comes home 2nd. Matt Tift 3rd. J.D. Davidson 4th. A round of applause to Andy Lally, who finished 5th in the SS Greenlight Racing Chevrolet. 5th place for the 07 team. Elliott Sadler 6th. Brendan Gaughan 7th. Brendan Poole 8th. Justin Marks 9th. And Dakota Armstrong is 10th. And then we get to the truck race, which is probably the best race all weekend long. Had a few cautions in the race. Lap 6, there was an accident involving Jonathan Nemechek and Chase Briscoe. Nemechek would go up hard into the turn 2 safer barrier, would be done for the day. Fun fact, Jonathan Nemechek finished 29th. Do you want to know who finished last and 30th in the race? Joe Nemechek, his dad. There's a vibration issue.
Day for the Nemecheks.
Yeah, great. That was the perfect day overall. All right, and then stage 1 concluded with him winning. If you don't know who him is, look up Crybaby. So him won stage 1, followed by Chase Briscoe in 2nd, Matt Craft in 3rd, Ben Rhodes 4th, Johnny Sauter 5th, Austin Cindric 6th, Noah Gregson 7th, Ryan Truex 8th, Bubba Wallace 9th, and Christopher Bell 10th. Then and then another caution came out because the number 1 of Jordan Anderson was stopped on the backstretch. He would be done for the day because of an engine issue. Then stage 2 concluded with your top 10 being Kyle Busch. Well, I said it, but in case you're wondering, I'll just say it once. It's him. Ryan Truex 2nd, Christopher Bell 3rd, Matt Crafton 4th, Ben Rhodes 5th, Kaz Grala 6th, Justin Haley 7th, Noah Gregson 8th, Chase Briscoe 9th, and Grant Enfinger is 10th. And then we had a caution come out for Cody Coughlin in the 13, taking a hard hit into the turn 1 safer barrier. Luckily, he would be okay. But a great finish at the end. I believe we had 7 cars in the battle for the win. And at the end, the 99 of Bubba Wallace in his comeback race makes it and returns to victory lane. 2nd place would be Christopher Bell. Kyle Busch would be 3rd. Ryan Truex 4th. Austin Cindric 5th. Matt Crafton 6th. Noah Gregson 7th. Grant Enfinger 8th. Chase Briscoe 9th. And Justin Haley finished 10th.
That was a popular win.
Yes. I was going nuts on that finish. Just ask my mom.
It was a great race, too. I mean, we had 3 to 7 cars battling for the lead all day long.
Yeah. Alrighty, now let's get on to the headlines that you may have missed last week. We have a few headlines. We don't have that many like we sometimes do. So here we go. We start things off with a little bit of silly season. Someone will be returning to his team in 2018. Driving for Go Fast Racing, my boy Matt DiBenedetto has agreed to a contract extension along with his crew chief Gene Need that keeps them both with the 32 team next season. They have brought significant improvements to Go Fast since they moved from BK. They have improved approximately 7 spots on average in both qualifying and race finishes. With the ability to improve even further and build their program throughout the offseason, the team expects to keep climbing up the standings. 2018 will be De Benedetto's 4th season, while Gene Need has been a crew chief in the sport for over 20 years.
Not only have they been improving, but I really think part of it was how popular he's gotten with the fans lately.
Yeah.
Much promotion he brings to the team. It's a huge thing for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. And I'm also, fingers crossed, hoping that they bring back Ryan Ellis, De Benedetto's PR guy, for next season.
Yeah. They were pretty good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Some other big news, Chevrolet has unveiled the 2018 NASCAR Cup car. The 2018 Camaro ZL1 will be the race car for Chevy in the Cup Series. 7-time champion Jimmy Johnson, who drives the 48, joined Mark Roos, Executive VP of GM Global Product Development, to review the new race car at Chevrolet's headquarters in Detroit. It will make its competition debut next February during Daytona Speed Weeks. It will also join the Camaro SS, which is Chevy's entry in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. So this weekend, Bristol Motor Speedway will be using the PJ1 compound for a 3rd consecutive time for this weekend's racing events there. You could expect PJ1, which is also known as tire dragging, to add more rubber to the racing surface to be utilized at several other tracks during the upcoming 10-race NASCAR Cup playoffs. A driver council meeting happened Friday night in Michigan, and part of that meeting was to go over the remaining racetracks, talk about where we may or may not put something on the surface or where we want to rubber in the track. Steve O'Donnell said on the morning drive on Sirius XM NASCAR radio. It has worked well at sister tracks to Bristol, like Charlotte Motor Speedway and the New Hampshire Motor Speedway, which will both be hosting races in the playoffs. So people have been saying that Kurt Busch will not be returning to Stewart-Haas Racing next season. Other people do. Well, owner Jim Haas is optimistic that Kurt Busch will return for 2018. The problem that Gene Haas said was that Stewart-Haas Racing is waiting to see what the sponsor of the 41 intends to do going forward. Haas owns Haas CNC, which is a co-primary sponsor alongside Monster Energy, so it is doubtful he's waiting for a decision from his own company. So 2 manufacturers are now considering joining NASCAR. Despite published reports to the contrary, Fiat Chrysler Automobiles has now pulled the plug on its program to return the Dodge nameplate to NASCAR and is still in talks with the sanctioning body. A source with knowledge of the negotiations confided to Kicking the Tires. They said that the story about them pulling it out is absolutely 100% false, which is what the source said. They are researching a possible return to the sport. 2019, most likely, they said as well on the source, would be the earliest return for Dodge. However, though, there is another manufacturer that wants to return, but we're just not too sure about that. It could be Ram. It could be Ram for the Cup Series. Tough break for Irwindale Speedway. If you wonder what that is, it is a short track that's a regional home track, which was part of the Toyota All-Star Showdown. After years of uncertainty whether racing would continue at Irwindale Speedway, operators said Wednesday that the racetrack will close in 2018. In an emailed statement, Jim Cohan, the CEO of Team 211 Entertainment, which runs the Irwindale Event Center housing the Speedway, expressed surprise at receiving word this week from the property's owners notifying him they would shut down the facility. The property was sold in 2013 to developer Linden Properties, 2 years after Irwindale Speedway LLC declared bankruptcy. There was no racing in Irwindale between 1979 and 1998. They reopened it in 1999 and operated until 2011 when it shut down due to bankruptcy, but the track reopened in 2013 and before the property was sold. And some IndyCar news, our final story. Schmidt-Peterson Motorsports announced today that Mikhail Aleshin will not return to drive the number 7 Honda for the remainder of the 2017 season. The first Russian driver in IndyCar racing will instead continue working with his sponsor, SMP Racing, in sports car racing. The IndyCar team issued a statement on the decision. Beginning the quote, Mikhail Aloshin, the Russian SMP Racing program driver, will not be returning to the number 7 Honda for the remainder of the 2017 Verizon IndyCar Series season. Schmidt, Peterson Motorsports, and SMP Racing have agreed that the Russian driver will focus on the design and development on the new BR1 LMP1 car. Aloshin is the key SMP Racing driver working on the new LMP1 prototype, BR1, which shall be ready for its first test session in the near future. Designed by Russian company BR Engineering in cooperation with Dallara, the BR1 of SMP Racing team will debut in FIA World Endurance Championship in 2018. Aloshin who is 30 years old. He's driven in 46 races for SMP since 2014, with a best finish of second place twice. First was in Houston in 2014 and Pocono last season. He's 16th in this year's standings with a best finish of 6th in the first race of the Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix. No replacement driver has been named yet for the remainder of the season. Alrighty, let's take a look and see what you guys are saying in the chat at the moment. We got a lot of people. Hello to. Go ahead, Mike.
I said, do we really? How many people?
We have 4 people watching at the moment. So let's see what people are saying. Hello to Elijah. Hello to Kenny Stremme. Zachary Fitzwater has a question. We'll talk about that in discussion time in a little bit. We have a deleted message. I'll look at that in a moment. Oh, and he got banned. Thank you, Elijah, for banning him. And Dodge apparently might not be out of NASCAR for good anytime soon. Jonathan, hello to you. Okay, so we're going to play our public service announcement, which we are going to find. And also, we are going to do a college announcement as well. We will be right back. Give us around a minute. Thanks.
It's Car Windshield, and now it can be yours. Next time you're in a car and the driver's driving recklessly, simply say nothing. Ignore that little voice in your head that's trying to warn you, and you too can experience Car Windshield. Car Windshield may not be for everyone, as it can lead to severe side effects and even death. Passengers who wish to avoid Car Windshield can do so by following simple steps, like speaking up and telling their friends to slow down.
There is no spokesperson to prevent reckless driving. There's only you. Speak up. This has been a message from the Ad Council.
You've heard it in the car.
Oh, hey, do you hear that?
You've heard it in your house.
There it is again.
You've heard it in your favorite place on campus.
Okay, what's going on?
Now you're 90.7 The Music FM in even more places with the TuneIn Radio app. Available for Apple and Android. Details at WGCCFM.com.
Alrighty, folks. Welcome back to Motorsports 360. It's now time for our favorite segment on the show, which we call Discussion Time. If you guys have a question for us, please let us know. We will answer it soon. We'll answer it after we get all of our original questions done. So the first question is about Cup Michigan winner Kyle Larson. So he's only won 3 races this season, and all those races, including the one he won last year, has been at 2-mile tracks. So the question is, will Kyle Larson win at any other track this season? Let's start off with you, Michael.
Hard to say since he's been pretty much the king of 2-mile tracks. He's been so close at other tracks, I wouldn't be surprised if he was able to get the job done. I mean, he's Kyle Larson. He's the last true racer, right? He should be able to get it done anywhere. But that's a Reddit joke for anyone. The meme. Anyways, yeah, I mean, I think he can. Where? I don't know. I'm not very good at predictions.
Yeah, look at me. All right, Cody.
I don't know about Kyle Larson. I mean, he has the potential. But if you've seen a lot of races recently for Larson, it's been either just a random top 10 or he has problems during the race. I mean, that's been what's going on with him before Michigan. So it would be safe to say that I don't think he's going to really win a race for the rest of the season. I could see him having a good shot of winning a few more races this season, like Homestead, for example. Homestead could be a good shot for him. Other than that, I would say that he would only have 3 wins this season.
All right. Here's what I believe. Kyle Larson has 3 wins. If we look at the next few races on the schedule, Bristol, I don't see him winning. Darlington, I don't know about that. I don't think I see him winning. Richmond, And then we get to the playoffs. Chicago is a maybe because when we raced there in 2014, which was his rookie year, he did a phenomenal job, and even Jeff Gordon came over to tell him good race and give him some tips on racing there as well. Let's see here. Dover, maybe. I think he could have a chance there. New Hampshire, not. Charlotte, nah. Kansas, maybe. Talladega, I don't think he'll have a chance at Dega. Martinsville, no. Texas, no. Phoenix, no. But Homestead's the one I want to talk about. Remember what I told you last season that I thought that Kyle Larson would be the champion for 2016? Well, if he was in the Final Four, he would have had a good shot at the championship because I believe if I'm correct, he led the most laps in that race. And Homestead, Miami is a highline track, so I think Larson has probably 1 or 2 races left in the bag to get him to win, and that's probably at Chicago and Homestead.
Just make sure he doesn't start next to Jimmy, and he'll be fine.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so the next few questions we have are about the Truck Series. So we saw some exciting Truck Series racing. Most importantly, we have to talk about Bubba Wallace, though, and his team, MDM Motorsports. So we haven't seen MDM Motorsports a lot this season. I don't believe we saw them at Daytona. We didn't see them at Gateway either. Gateway was because of Peters' flip he had at Texas. So the question is, should MDM Motorsports go full-time for 2018, and who should drive? Cody, you're first.
Well, MDM Motorsports is one of these new teams, so I don't really know. Like, I mean, if MDM Motorsports keeps on winning and winning and winning for the rest of the season, then I would see them having a full-time truck, being the 99, or even potentially have a second part-time truck. I'm thinking that would probably be a good idea for them, to be quite honest with you. I mean, look at their numbers on Facebook. I saw them before, and they're, like, widespread. I mean, really widespread. Like, they could potentially take the 28 next season. So they could potentially take the 28 and the 99 next season. And now, who could probably drive the 28? Well, I'm taking a look right... Well, I'm not really taking too much of a look right now, but say if I would, then I could say somebody like... Maybe throw in somebody from the ARCA Racing Series. I mean, we got Austin Terria, who's doing really good. We got a couple other guys who's doing really good. But here's a future racing sensation, Chase Purdy. I only heard of him in the K&N Pro Series, but I won't be surprised if he'll get some noise pretty soon. And I think he is doing a little decent in the standings, if I am correct on that. And if I am correct, then Chase Purdy could be the possible driver for the 28. And I could probably see Chase Purdy probably getting close to a playoff berth. 99, I see them doing part-time, maybe most races, sort of. And probably still get people, maybe get Austin Terria in the 99 part-time, and probably get some guys in the Xfinity Series and potentially Cup Series next season, like Brandon Jones, Ty Dillon, etc. I mean, man, Kaz Gralla will probably make a couple Xfinity starts next season. So, I don't know, to be honest. I would say 2-truck team, maybe Chase Purdy to the 28, and we'll see what noise they can make in 2018.
All right, I think MDM Motorsports will stay in a 1-truck team. I believe that their first choice will be the 99. However, though, I believe if the number is open, because I know it was driven once this year, I could see them going to the 12. Now, who would drive it? Well, Harrison Burton, he drives for MDM Motorsports in the K&N Pro East, and I believe as the West as well. But even though he does have that development deal with Kyle Busch, I could see MDM Motorsports moving him up to the Truck Series and driving either the 99 or the 12. It would remain a 1-car team, by the way. What do you think, Michael?
I really don't feel like I have I don't have enough information about this team to give a very good response. But what I will say is, if they have the resources to run the full Truck Series schedule, which are they doing that new composite body thing for the Truck Series too, or is that just for the Xfinity Series?
Just for Xfinity.
Okay. Well, then scratch that thought completely. But if they have the resources to do it, why not? I mean, what do you have to lose? Put a car in there or put a driver in there, see what can happen. I mean, maybe put a guy in there, revive his career, get him some confidence back. Maybe put him in a better ride like Bubba. Even though I think he'll get a cup ride. But yeah, put a young guy in there, like you said, Marty Harrison Burton. He drives from MDM and the K&N series, so I just keep the youth movement going. Put these young guys in there. I want to see these young guys perform.
Alrighty. All right, let's get to the next question. It is actually kind of similar to what you just said, Michael. The question is, will Bubba get a full-time ride for 2018 and maybe even for the rest of the season? I'm going to go first for this one. I believe he will. There's 3 potential rides that are open for him. The first one I'm kind of thinking is the 10 car if Danica Patrick is not able to drive it next season, Michael.
Danica will be gone.
The second one would be the 77, because Bernie Visser is only dependent on sponsorship, and I know Bubba doesn't really have a sponsor yet, but I think they could try their best and keep 5 Hour Energy in the sponsorship deal. But the big one I'm thinking of right now at the moment is a second car from Richard Petty Motorsports in the 44. I would be very interested in seeing a second car for RPM. Even though that their second car has been bad the past 2 to 3 years, even though they don't have a second car fielded this year. But Sam Hornish Jr. did terrible in 2015. Brian Scott did terrible in 2016. Bubba did good in the 43 when he was filling in for Amarillo when he was injured at Kansas from a few races back. And so, yeah, I'm thinking Bubba Wallace. That's what I'm thinking right now. What are you thinking, Michael?
Bubba will most certainly get a cup ride. How could he not? He's getting help from someone. I don't remember who, but they're trying to get him a sponsor. A couple of them, I think. I think I saw that on Reddit. They're really trying hard in the garage to get Bubba back into the series, get him some sponsors, get him a good, well-deserved ride. Because if you guys remember, he was with KBM's program. He was with that development program, and then they dropped him, and he got picked up by Roush. And Roush started their downfall when he went to Roush, which was why his career fell. And they just started improving again this year, and then his team got cut. Which is really, really unfortunate, but that's just the nature of the beast, I guess. But he deserves a cup ride. He's shown that. He hasn't been able to get it done in Xfinity, but I've already said the reasons for that because of Roush. Where he'll go, silly season is still alive and well. A lot of cars left that he can go into. The 43, he could join RCR in the 27, even though I don't think that would happen because he's not even affiliated with them. He could go to Stuart Haas. The possibilities are endless right now. We'll just have to wait and see where he goes. Or maybe he'll get dropped into the 77 and go back to Joe Gibbs. Who knows?
Maybe. That'd be interesting. What do you think, Cody?
Well, I did hear some rumor that eventually, later on to the season, Roush Fenway Racing could revive and open up the number 60 car and would project Bubba Wallace to be in the 60 for the remainder of the season. Now, according to his opportunity at MDS, or whatever it is now, his chances with Roush Fenway is probably about a 0 at this point. So, where's his opportunities going to go? Well, I could probably see Wallace doing a couple more races this season in the 99. Then where will he go? Well, there's probably a few possibilities. There could be a possibility of going back to the Xfinity Series and going to the number 9 car next season because William Byron is going up to the Cup, so that means that spot is available. But I'm thinking contenders for that car could either be Dale Walsh Jr. or the driver that I would project in that car, Ross Chastain, because Chastain did really good in his Cup debut at Dover. That's why I would think of him. But I would see him in a 9 for the Xfinity. Either that, or he could probably be one of the truck drivers next season. Probably not BKR, because I'm pretty sure both Briscoe and Cedric will stay. Kyle Busch Motorsports, I see Christopher Bell going up to the Xfinity Series, but it's Kyle Busch Motorsports, and he dropped him before. Thor Sport, they usually switch their drivers every year, so I honestly won't be surprised if Cody Coughlin gets dropped. If he does get dropped, that's a good chance for Wallace right there. He could end up being the next Cameron Haley and probably almost suddenly makes the chase by points or something. I mean, that would be a good possibility for him, but there's also all those Cup rides we were talking about. Now, if I see Wallace going to the Cup, I would see him driving a 77 for Furniture Row because the sponsorship is right there in front of him. And with a 77 staying with 5 Hour Energy, sorry, I had to catch something for a sec. I could actually see Wallace driving a 77, and Wallace will finally have a sponsor, and maybe he can attract a few more on top of it. Maybe some that are Joe Gibbs affiliated. So I can see that being a good chance for Wallace. Okay, I got me right back.
Alrighty.
Hang on real quick, Marty. I'm glad you brought up the 60 car, Cody. Because here's what I don't get. Did they have a sponsor lined up for the 60 car, or did Ty Majeski bring a sponsor?
I believe Majeski brought a sponsor.
Has brought the sponsor.
Okay, well then.
He brought iRacing over.
Yeah, it was just a rumor earlier this season that Roush Fenway was going to probably bring back a second full-time team before the end of the season.
Well, no, that's not what I was going to say, but you guys kind of answered my question anyways. I was going to say, if they had a sponsor lineup for the 60, why didn't they just put Bubba back in? But now I realize that Majeski had a sponsor with him, so never mind.
Yeah, I mean, if Ryan Reed would have attracted more sponsors for Roush Fenway Racing, then that sponsor could probably negotiate with Roush Fenway, bring back the 60, and then they can probably rehire Wallace for the rest of the season.
Yeah, he gets so much support from Lilly Diabetes. I mean, they're lined up for every race, so
yeah.
I'm sure if they had the opportunity for another sponsor, they would welcome them in. But I think Roush will get more sponsors next season after how much they've improved.
All right. Next question for you guys is, so the truck racing at Michigan was so much fun to watch. Do we all think that the truck series should go to Michigan 2 times a year? Michael, you're first.
If we have 3 to 7 cars battling for the lead every single lap, then I want them to go to Michigan for every race.
All right.
Kona or Talladega, but you know.
All right, Cody.
Where'd he go? Did he forget his mic was muted?
All right, I'm just gonna go to me then. All right, so I'm gonna be honest here. Both of the racing, all the racing at Michigan is great. Xfinity and Truck Series have great racing. Truck Series has much better racing, though, to be honest, in my opinion, because we saw 7 cars in a battle for the win. I think what we should do, this would be a lot of fun to watch, but do something similar to what Atlanta does. We do a double header. We could do like the Xfinity Series at around noon, and then the Truck Series at around 2:30 or 3 o'clock, and then you can make room for the ARCA Series, which would begin at 5 o'clock. I believe this would be great for earlier start times because I don't think anyone likes those late start times now.
No, I like 3 o'clock start times.
Yeah,
so
those
can get annoying.
He's back. All right, did you hear the question, by the way, Cody?
Unfortunately not.
All right, so the Truck Series go to Michigan 2 times a year.
Okay. Should the trucks race at Michigan 2 times a year? Well, here's the thing. Michigan is becoming one of those tracks where it gets more and more fun. I mean, it could be a secondary Daytona or Talladega. Because, I mean, Las Vegas is already up for that. Because, I mean, Las Vegas has already got promoted into 2 races a year. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be more tracks like, But like Indianapolis, we said how that was like lack of attendance. It'd be a good idea to cut that out of the schedule, and maybe some other tracks that haven't been getting good ratings lately. So I can maybe see for the Truck Series having a second Michigan race, because I mean Michigan's already promoting a lot, and I mean they're doing really good for profit. So I can maybe see the trucks going to Michigan for a second time. When? Probably within the next couple of years, because I'm pretty sure there's a boring trucks race that we all don't want to see again. And with Las
The Cup
Vegas already
Series.
added for the Truck Series at Las Vegas, the first Vegas race, then I bet they can find another boring race within the next few years. But I'm going to throw this one out of the air just because. Let's say Iowa begins to get a little boring for the Truck Series, and I believe they go twice. Let's just cut one of the Iowa races and put it in Michigan. That I'm just coming up as an example, sort of. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, guys. But
Hey.
yeah, I could see Michigan being a second race for trucks.
Alrighty.
We're changing the Cup Series schedule every 2 years. Why can't we change the truck schedule every 2 years?
Well, you see, Michael, they're already going to change up the truck schedule more towards the end of the season. They're going to move Canada up as a chase race. And they're doing a couple other things in there, too. Probably having Las Vegas as a first chase race, I believe. So, yeah, they are going to switch around the truck schedule a little bit next year. At the very least, at the postseason.
Alrighty, we have someone else in the chat that had joined. All right, so I do want to bring in a question that was submitted by Max the Hedgehog, also known as Elijah Gordon. He asks, in 2018, who do you think will move up from trucks to Xfinity? All right, I believe Cody's up first. Yeah.
The most likely driver to move up from trucks to Xfinity next year, Christopher Bell. Why? Well, Joe Gibbs Racing in the Xfinity Series managed to have 2 full-time cars before. Like last year, they had Eric Jones and Daniel Suarez. I was pretty sure that Joe Gibbs was going to put Daniel Suarez in the 19 for the Xfinity until Carl Edwards suddenly retired, and we don't know where the heck Edwards is to this day. That's when they put Suarez in the 19 and just have one full-time car in the Xfinity with only Matt Tiff. We saw the 20 go full-time before with Eric Jones last year. So I can see either Matt Tiff goes to the Cup or not next season. I would certainly see Christopher Bell driving the 20 for Joe Gibbs Racing. I just don't really see Chase Briscoe or Austin Cindric racing for any of the 14s next season or anything like that. I know for certain that Christopher Bell will have an Xfinity ride next season.
All right. Let me counter on something for the Joe Gibbs Racing. I do think even though that Bell will go to the 20 next season, I believe they're going to put Ryan Preece I hope they put Ryan Preece in the 18 full time. He really deserves it. Then that would mean Matt Tiff was in the 19. You got 3 cars. Unless Joe Gibbs Racing brings back that 54, it looks like no signs of Kyle Busch in the next season. I'm hoping that happens. But Christopher Bell most likely going in. Maybe John Hunter Nemechek, because there's been rumors going on since 2015 that he would be moving to Xfinity. I think that could happen next season, to be honest. Actually, let's see. They field the 21, the 33, the 62, the 2, and the 3. Yeah, never mind. Nah, he's staying in the trucks next season.
Yeah, I mean, they're already going to have probably Ben Kennedy in the Xfinity Series next season.
Yeah.
Because look at this. Ty Dillon goes to the Richard Childress car. Brandon Jones to the 33. Who was the first one in the lineup to replace Brandon Jones? Ben Kennedy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see here. What else? Look at the GMS guys. Sutter and Grella, I think they're staying for next season. Justin Haley, I think he's going to stay next season so he can get a full-time ride as well because, Haley was 17 going into this season. Let's see. Who else could we talk about? Not Todd or Harrison or Myatt. I'm still looking at the team chart. This is off of J-Ski, by the way. Crafton, he's obviously staying. Enfield, yeah, he's staying. Yeah, I think we're all I'm seeing right now, just Christopher Bell at the moment. What do you think, Michael?
Okie dokie then. So I think Christopher Bell is ready to move up. I mean, obviously he's been in the Truck Series for 2 years, and I just completely lost my train of thought. I apologize. Where he could go in the Xfinity Series, he could possibly drive the number 20 full time. And then Kyle Busch is going to be limited, is going to have limited races next year, so that would allow other guys to be able to drive. That drive the number 18. Who else we got? I keep clicking the wrong thing. John Hunter Nemechek. Rumors have floated for 2 seasons Nemechek will move to next for our Xfinity Series. I'm looking at J-Ski too, by the way.
Okay.
I think he could go up to the Xfinity Series, but I just don't know who he would join with. I don't know what team he's affiliated with in the Truck Series so that they can get their funding to build the cars and come to the track. We got to get someone in that 42 full-time. Well, no, because we have Brennan Poole. Never mind.
And we got Tyler Reddick.
Yeah, that's true. Ryan Truex, I have a feeling he's going to stay in the Truck Series. Noah Graxon's going to have to stay another year. Austin Cindric possibly moves up. Maybe he drives the 12 full-time. I don't really know. I mean, Penske is going to be doing some expanding next year. So, who knows? Of course, maybe I think Chase Briscoe would probably be a better candidate for that because he's been closer to winning. Johnny Sauter's staying. I've already talked about Chase Briscoe. Ben Rose, I don't know where he would go, but I think it's his time to move up. Who's that 2017 with?
That's
are they
Ben
with
Rhodes.
anyone?
That's Motorsport.
No, I know, but are they with anyone? Are they with Joe Gibbs? Or...
No.
Okay.
They're just a TRD team.
I don't think Brandon Jones needs to be in that 33 anymore. He's failed to produce results. Kaz Gralla is staying. Todd Gilliland or Myatt Snyder, one of them is going to be moving up to full-time in the Truck Series.
I think Myatt Snyder, to be honest. That way Harrison can get that 99.
And then we've already talked about Harrison Burton. We probably think he's going to go to the 99. Grant Enfinger, I think that I pretty much covered everyone. The Xfinity Series and the Truck Series is just a little bit harder to tell because not as much news comes out about them.
Yeah.
But there is a spot open in that 9 team. And I think Junior's already talked about who he wants to put in there, hasn't he?
Who?
I don't remember, but hasn't he talked about it? Or no, that was about keeping Justin Allgaier. Never mind. So that could open up a spot for Ben Rhodes or somebody.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for discussion time. Yeah, this is gonna be probably around an hour show today.
Were those the only chat?
Well, there's something else in chat, but I don't think we need to answer it yet because we don't know what's gonna happen yet. Because we have a question that says Rookie of the Year next year in Monster Energy, but I don't think we're ready to answer that just yet because silly season is still happening. We could still have Young Guns move up to Cup,
Yeah, like
breaking
possibly
news.
Cole Custer, possibly
Breaking
Matt Ted,
news.
possibly Brandon Poole. We don't know.
I don't even know how they do that.
Oh,
Breaking
Lord.
news.
Here we go.
They do it on her like breaking news.
No.
Yeah, that would be fun. Like,
Martin Truex Jr. would clinch the regular season. Oh wait, I read that wrong. Never mind. He would clinch.
Are you kidding me?
I thought that meant he would like clinch the championship. He would clinch the regular season title if he loses Bristol with a 121 point lead. I thought that meant that. I don't know. I read that wrong. All right.
I thought it was gonna say that Martin Truex Jr. is leaving for Giro after this year. I'd be like, what the heck?
I had a
Yeah.
third. Sorry. Beat Sales is going to sponsor John Hurt. I don't know if you said that, but that's something.
Alrighty.
And it's Carl Edwards' birthday. Rest in peace.
Oh yeah. Happy birthday, Carl. I believe he's 37 today. We can't sing it because of copyright rules.
And he's probably not interested in what any NASCAR fan has to say. So
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
But anyway, now it's time for predictions for this weekend's races. So here are how the standings look. Let me load up my standings here. Shout out to Cody for doing these.
Thank you, Marty.
I am in the points lead. I'm in the points lead with how many points? With how many points?
Yes.
88 points.
Happen to have the Dale Jr. shirt on.
Michael is second with 72. Cody is third with Michael is second with 76. Cody's third with 72. Jake is fourth, who's not here, with 71. And our guests are in fifth with 29 points. So the order will be Cody, then Michael, then myself. So we have 4 races for this weekend. 3, you can pick any driver, but then the 4th one's the diecast edition.
Ooh. And
So
I
the-
know who Marty's going to pick, and I might stay on this week.
So the first race we're going to pick is going to be at Bristol. It's the Wednesday night race, the Uno 200. Uno is not the card game, the University of Northern Ohio, in case you're wondering. That's at 8:30 p.m. on FS1. Here are your notable entries for this weekend. Let's see. Yeah.
Hey, before you bring up the notable entries, Marty, guys, real quick, put it in the chat, you guys too as well. Rick Allen or Lee Diffie?
Yes. Oh, can we do like a poll or something on the chat or no?
I just want to give a shout out to myself, who got 110 plus likes on YouTube.
Yeah.
For making that comment on one of the NASCAR videos on Sunday. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I am top of the page.
I'm putting it in chat right now as well.
That sounded kind of snarky.
But anyway, here's what's happened. I've retired as Mr. Top Comment. I've decided to take
No, you haven't retired. No.
I have decided to take a
You
new
have
job
not
as the King of
retired.
Predictions.
You still keep the name, but I have the record. It's like I have the name with the points with the King of Predictions, but you have the points lead. That's what we agreed on.
No, we didn't.
Ooh.
Yes, we did. Proof right now.
All right. So anyway, getting back to business. Getting back to business. Yeah, hymns in the 46. I think that's all we need. All right, Cody, go ahead.
Well, I said in the podcast I was in yesterday. Shout out to those guys. And I'm gonna say it again. Him wins tomorrow night.
All right, Michael, do you have your friend with you in your bedroom?
With a Coors Light girl?
You have many friends in your bedroom?
Oh no, they're not in my bedroom. That would be weird.
Where are they?
I would never be able to sleep comfortably if they were in my bedroom.
Well, who are you paying to win, though, anyway?
Well, I wasn't gonna go with Cryle, in case you were wondering. But since you guys are so interested, I will show his cutout. There you go.
Yay!
And happy birthday, Carl.
Yes.
Wherever Carl is.
He's right between Kyle and Michael's girlfriend.
Okay, I almost thought that was Denningham one.
Yeah, I'm keeping Carl hostage. That's why he's not driving.
Boy.
I was gonna go with Christopher Bell, actually.
Okay. Go with Bell then.
I was tired of picking him. Plus, Kelvin always picks him, so I guess I'll just fill that void.
Yeah, by the way, Kelvin, I know he's not here, but you'll be at Bristol this weekend. I hope he has a lot of fun.
Didn't he go to Watkins Glen?
No.
Oh, okay.
All right, so my pick for this weekend, let's see here. I was thinking about picking either Ben Kennedy or Brett Moffitt, but those guys are gone.
Oh,
So I think I'm gonna go with him.
I hope Bristol is as crazy as it was last year.
Yeah,
Bristol,
that was fun last year.
Bristol and the trucks, I don't know what it is, but that's always a fantastic race.
Yeah. All right, now we get to the Xfinity Series race. It is the Food City 300 as a Friday night race at 7:30 p.m. on NBCSN, is also known as the return of Rick Allen.
Boo!
I think
give him a chance.
I believe just
I
if he had
can't.
Formula
We gave
One,
him
no, he doesn't.
3 years.
All right, so the notable entries for this weekend's race: the Dillon brothers in the 2 and the 3, Austin and Ty, respectively. Let's see here. Ray Black's back in the 07. Him is in the 18. Him is in the 18. Daniel Suarez in the 20. Logano in the 22. Jeb Burton will be in the 24. Reddick is in the 42 this weekend. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is in the 88. And Eric Almirola is in the 98. And Ben Kennedy's in the 96. Cody.
Well, I'm going to make 2 predictions. First one, Ray Black Jr. Rex. And 2, him wins.
All right. Michael.
I will agree. I will second Cody's statement.
I will third Cody's statement. All right. That was easy.
Oh, boy. Yeah,
All
that
right.
was easy.
Now let's get to the IndyCar race. It's this weekend on Sunday. It's the ABC Supply 500 from Pocono Raceway, a race I'm always excited. I'm always looking forward to that weekend. That's at let me look at the time. I believe Lee Diffie would be calling that race. If not, it's Kevin Lee. 2:30 p.m. race on NBCSN. The 88 team, Gabby Chavez returns along with Harding Racing in my 88. I like it. They use the Dale Jr. font. Let's see here. Esteban Gutierrez will be in the 18. I believe that's for the rest of the season, if I'm correct. Like we said in the headlines, the 7 is to be announced, but I believe it should be announced by maybe probably tomorrow. I'm not too sure. Wouldn't be surprised if it's Sebastian Savet, to be honest. But anyway, make your predictions, people. Cody.
I have no clue. I don't watch Xfinity that much.
You mean IndyCar?
I am going, yeah, I don't all that much. So I'm just going to say Joseph Newgarden.
Alrighty. Michael.
Because Jake, if he were here, would always pick willpower, I will be the one to pick willpower.
You want willpower out of that?
I pick willpower for Jake.
Alrighty. I am going to pick, let me look at the entry list. You know what? It's Pocono. Anyone can win it, so why not? I'm gonna pick Hinch.
Hey.
Hinch is the man. All right, boys, get your diecast ready. It's time for some Cup racing at Bristol, baby. This is the Saturday night Bristol race, the Bass Pro Shops NRA night race. This race is on, and it's on NBC, and it's at 7:30 p.m. While you guys get your diecast set up, I'll go through your entries. The 7 car will return with J.J. Yaley this weekend. 15 will have Reed Sorensen in it. Joey Gase will be in the 23 this weekend. Let's see, what else? 51 is to be announced. They return Derek Hope in the 55. The 66 team is entered. That's Carl Long. And Corey LaJoy will be back in the 83. So we have 41 entries. 1 driver will go home. And yeah, let's get on to the picks. Whenever you guys are ready, Cody's got a black screen right now. So I guess we'll just shift it to him because he's the first one. Remember, it's Cody, then Michael, then me. You cannot pick the same driver as anyone else does. I have my diecast set. So yeah, let's go. Let's get on with it.
I'm trying to find the car, by the way.
All right, take your time, buddy. We have all day while you're at
It's not the 2007.
While you're at it, it's I'll play a legal ID while he's at it.
Okay, that's a good idea.
So, Michael, you got your diecast? No, Mike. Yeah, Michael, you have yours ready? I know
No.
you're second. You don't? All right. I'm prepared in case anything happens. Nice foot. Is that really your foot?
Thanks. Maybe.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So, come on. Okay, never mind. This is just a different view for my stinking camera. Ugh. Okay, so this is a guy that pretty much cursed me the last 2 weeks. Get out of here! I'm
Logano.
gonna pick this driver instead. Yeah, I'm gonna pick this driver instead. And Marty is most likely not going to like me after I pick him.
I'm not going to like you either, Cody.
Because this car is a Toyota. This car has 4 wins. And this car has been Marty's pick for the past 2 weeks.
3
But I'm
weeks.
ready to take advantage
3
of it.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. He's right.
Truex Jr.
I'm not. Hey, guess what? You did not steal my pick, luckily, for this weekend.
I thought you were
Yeah, you didn't steal
probably
mine either because
Truex.
you didn't steal my pick because my pick is MTJ. I don't know who Martin Truex Jr. is.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, TJ is a completely different person.
Yeah, I don't know who Martin Truex Jr. is, so I mean, MTJ is my pick. So yeah.
MTJ. No, that's the same guy.
Anyway, Michael,
Yeah.
continue.
You got to pick again.
Well, I can't win. I don't even
worry,
know.
he'll have a bad finish this week, like all my picks did for the past 3 weeks.
I was gonna finish in third, and then I finished last. Oh crap! I don't know. Who even won at Bristol? All right. Oh, Jimmy. Ooh. No, I'm not picking Jimmy.
According
Joey.
to Marty's face expression, it almost looks like you were going to take Marty's pick.
Oh, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy. Marty.
I got a trick on my sleeve. I wasn't even thinking of Jimmy, dude. I got a bunch of tricks on my sleeve.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna pick Jimmy anyways. I was thinking Harvick. I was thinking Logano, but I don't think I'm gonna do Logano because he'll run up front and then he'll have like a tire issue or something that'll take him out, which means he's probably not gonna make the chase this year. Which I bet no one would have predicted that. But I guess I'll go with. I don't even know if we can call him Mr. Consistency anymore. If he can get me. Crap. I don't know. I'm just babbling on now. I'll show off my daily diecast that I got for my birthday. There's Dylan, Stewart's Last Ride. There's Logano, Casey Kane, Trevor Bayne. And guess who the last car is? The one that I'm going to be picking this weekend. Kevin Harvick.
Alrighty. Alright. I'm looking at the Food City 500 results here real quick. I just want to see where one specific driver finished. Let's find it here. Okay.
I know for a fact he's not going with Jimmy. And if he does, I don't care. Because you know.
Alright. Alrighty, gentlemen. Alright. So, I may lose some points for this.
Good.
I don't care. I have a 12-point lead, so I'll have the points lead by the end of the. I'll have a points lead by the race, no matter what. So I'm gonna go. I am going to go with a huge. I'm gonna go with a huge. I'm gonna go with a huge trick on my sleeve. So this guy. All right, the past 2 races. We've had. He's finished inside the top 10. If I can find my site, driveraverages.com. He's got 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s, 4 top 20s. All right. I think that just sums it up all. But, alrighty. This guy, he's been an underdog this season. I'm going to be honest here. It's not Junior. No, it's not Junior. It's not Kurt Busch. He won 2 races this season already. Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Oh, that's a good
He finished second at Bristol last season. He finished 9th in the Food City 500. I'm going to go with an upset here. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. gets that 3rd win this season at Bristol.
that is legitimately a good pick.
Yeah, that was a good pick. I think I picked him for the Food City 500, and then he did not do as good as I wish.
I was thinking about picking Jimmy, though. I was going to fool you guys by you wearing a Jimmy hat. But, nah. I have Stenhouse. Why not?
Yeah.
All right. So let's recap the picks for this weekend. Show you guys on my webcam. Cody has MTJ. Oh, I'm sorry, Marin Truex Jr. Michael has Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, boy.
And I have Ricky Stenhouse, also known as Ricky Pat. No, yeah, that's Ricky Stenhouse. I was going to say Ricky Patrick, but no.
What the heck?
Well,
Okay.
you know what I mean. But anyway, that does it for another episode of Motorsports 360. Next week, we should be at a 4 o'clock start time. I begin college next week, but I also have an orthodontist appointment next week, so we should be all good to go at a 4 o'clock start time. I should be able to make it right on time. But if we don't, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, should be good.
Hey, Marty.
Oh yeah. We have one more segment to do, by the way, before we end the show.
Yeah,
it's called Stuff Lee Diffie Says. Michael, take it away.
Well, I had a question.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. When you start college, are we gonna go back to an 8 o'clock start time?
No, it's staying at 4 o'clock. I think
Okay.
we'll be fine.
Okay, good. Because I like the start time.
Yeah.
Me too. It just depends on my college
Lee Diffie
schedule.
says. We didn't really get a chance to do it because I didn't know that this is going to become a regular segment now. I should have a lot more material when Rick Allen comes back, though.
Oh, you should.
I have two, because I don't remember if I got a chance to say this last week or not. But when he starts the race, let's bring the action.
Boosh.
I can't do an Australian accent. I'm sorry. And number two, when that wreck between Casey Kane and Daniel Suarez came out, this is the first true caution. How about Lee Diffie throwing that shade over the stages, though?
This is the first true caution of today's race.
First true caution of today's race. How is that?
That's better.
All right. You got anything, Marty? Cody?
I do not have memes, unfortunately. However, like when our radio host does some live streams every once in a while, we do have a couple of memes from somebody.
Can you even meme?
I have another one as well.
I can't.
I have another one as well. I got one. This one's a different one. I have a bonus. Stuff Vince Welch says. Bubba Wallace wins in his comeback race at Michigan.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Daniel Suarez. What does he say? Suarez?
Suarez? I don't know.
I thought he said Suarez.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So that's going to do it for Cody, for Michael, for everyone in the chat. I'm Marty. It's been so long. We'll see you guys next time. Say bye, everyone. Bye.
Goodbye.
Wait. 1, 2, 3. In a dodge.
Or Dodge.
Oh my God.
All right, see you guys.